I think it's a good thing that I was born into a family that wasn't rich because if we were and if I were, I feel like I definitely would have like a gambling problem.
Oh God, really?
Because you may be asking, well, Eddie, why? Why do you think that?
I am asking
Because
that. Why?
I've never gambled in my life because one, I've never had like the money to where I'm like, I'm okay just
Oh,
getting rid of this
just
money and like
losing money.
never getting anything back. But two is because, I just feel like the way I'd be buying Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh
Oh
cards,
my
just for
God.
like the
Yep.
possibility, I'm always down to like spend $5 to like, oh, it's a little pack of cards. May as well. $20,
In a way,
whatever,
it is
you know?
gambling.
Oh, it 100% is. But at least you like get cards.
Yeah,
I
you
guess.
always get a physical object in return.
Yeah, you get something, and sometimes you get that serotonin hitting, and you get like the nice shiny one.
Woo!
If I had that disposable income, I'd just be throwing it away.
Yeah. I guess that's a whole other level of like collecting. But have you ever bought like a rare card for a decent amount of money?
Uh,
Or
no, I did. I mean, as we'll get into, when I actually played competitively, I bought cards, specific ones off TCG Player to make my deck.
Mhm.
And I think the most I spent on a card was like $30, something like that. It's like
Damn.
it had to
Mhm.
be. But that was, and I don't know, that's just like a whole nother thing, a whole other bag of worms that we maybe will touch on, but not too
Why
much.
are you keeping your worms in a bag?
I don't know because
They're
they
supposed
like
to
it
be
in
in a
there.
can.
No, no, no. That's
The
not how you
bag's
eat
too
fried worms.
squishy. Ugh.
You got to pay money to get the good stuff.
Mhm. I just like Pokemon cards because they're cute.
They're just shiny.
We don't play the game, but I just like looking at the pretty pictures and
Oh
putting
yeah.
them in a nice binder and saying,
Mm-hmm.
"Ooh, look at this one.
Uh-huh.
This one's got rainbow shinies on it, and this one's got gold shinies
Mm-hmm.
on it, and they're cute."
And then meanwhile, I'm in the background looking up like, oh, that card's worth like $10. And in the back of my mind, I'm like, we could sell it, but we never do, and we
No,
never
no,
try.
no, no.
And
Why would
also, I
we?
kind of like just having them.
Yeah.
You know?
It's the same thing with me and Squishmallows. It's like
Yeah.
I'm not the kind of person that's gonna be like scalping people on the
Oh
internet.
God, it's the
Like,
worst.
fuck them kids, man, because it's just awful.
Hmm.
Like, as soon as I get essentially in the car
Yeah.
from buying a Squishmallow, I take that tag off instantly.
Bonk.
There is no resale value on these angels of fluff. I just like
Mhm.
them because they make me feel good.
Yeah.
And they're so cute. Where were you? What happened? What changed? Well, welcome back once again, everybody, to the Sho-Dependent podcast. It's a podcast that exposes our codependent tendencies with the things that we love, how they shaped us into who we are today, and whether or not that relationship has changed. The voice you are hearing is currently petting a very cute little kitty. My name is Kayla, and with me today, as always, my lovely, handsome, and cat dad co-host, Eddie
Yeah, that's right, Yugs.
Yogs.
Oh, we're here. We're bringing it. I got my cat-based deck. I don't know how to use them. But
No.
Yugs, with the heart of the cards, we can get through anything. And also, my name's Eddie, former retired competitive Yu-Gi-Oh duelist.
Virgin.
Former virgin.
Former virgin. I can verify.
Wow.
Woo!
Ooh, spicy.
I checked for the
Spicy
V card.
start.
It wasn't there.
It was not there. It was shredded up and tossed in the bottom of my deck box, along with my my Dark World deck and all that.
I
Anyways,
put away
yeah.
childish things. And then immediately got those childish things back out
And
once
then
I
I
was in a
thought,
committed
well,
relationship with a woman.
Wait, so I can do both? Let me go
Wait, you
get my
mean I
things
can
real
get
quick.
laid and also like shit? Yeah, you can, people. In the year of our Lord 2023, you too can get laid and be a fucking nerd.
100%. When we say our Lord, we mean, of course, the Egyptian gods themselves.
The
And
Pharaoh
the year of the winged dragon of Ra.
of Ra.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Anyways, yeah. My name's Eddie, if I didn't already say that. I think I said
you
it.
did.
But anyways,
Multiple
we're here,
times.
we're back, and we got a beautiful, I always say beautiful, adorable, amazing,
A cutie
an
pie.
episode close to my heart. We should also say we've got a third member of the podcast here with us always now.
Buddy, say hello.
With us, as always, is Bud
He did not
Bay.
say hello.
He's hanging out. He's got a little laptop, a
And
little
thank you.
microphone also, but he's distracted with other things.
He's just laying next to me right now.
Uh-huh.
He's chilling.
What?
His arms are in laptop position, so he is ready with the research.
Are they curled up or are they straight? We gotta
No,
make
they're
sure.
straight. They are straight.
Okay.
He will not get kitty arthritis.
He
He is
does not
okay.
get that kitty carpool tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, other than that, how you feeling? Are you excited about today?
I am excited. Nice. That was not convincing.
I am excited.
No, I think that I was very pleasantly surprised with this journey.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope you are content with my willingness to talk about and continue this journey with you on a nearly daily basis as you now harass me to play Yu-Gi-Oh!
Hey, you want a duel? Hey, let's
Oh my
duel.
God.
Oh, hey. Oh, wait, I wish you had like a cool. Wish I could say your name like Yugs, but how would I do that?
K's.
Oh God. Hey, K's, you trying to duel?
AKs?
Oh,
Damn.
nice.
Brah, brah. My
But
gun goes ga 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 ga.
as you'd
Anyway,
imagine,
yeah.
as you can see, what are we talking about today? We're talking about a card game.
Yeah. Sorry, I really wanted to do that.
We're talking about a TV show created to sell the card game. Yes, you heard it sort of echo out and peter out in the background there, but we're talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! He is, of course, the king of games, and it is the king of trading card games in my mind. So, without further ado, if we don't have anything else to talk about, anything else to say, why don't we just get on into the meet cute?
It's a meet cute, baby. It's how we met this thing.
I play Pot of Greed. This allows me to take 2 cards from my deck and add them to my hand.
Exodia, obliterate.
Jesus Christ. I never even saw. I saw Exodia once in our rewatch.
I know, which is pretty wild because it's like the biggest moment of the anime. It's like the meme format, that meme where it's like Kaiba and Yugi going back and forth with like here's this thing and like here's the counter. It's Exodia being summoned. Let's rewind a little bit.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
Kayla, what's your experience? How did you meet Yu-Gi-Oh? And what was or is your perception of it to start?
Oh boy. To me, I won't. This was me in the past.
Just cracking your knuckles looking at nerds. Who am I gonna beat up today?
Who am I gonna spit gum on in the hallway?
He deserved it. I still say it to this day.
I imagine he was stinky. Was he a
cards
stinky
am I
kid?
gonna rip?
Yeah.
He looked like he smelled. Yeah.
Oh God. Anyway, so the only introduction I had to Yu-Gi-Oh as a child was, I believe it was either second or third grade. I want to say second. It was weird. It was so random, but I think I remember this correctly. There was one of my peers in second grade. Somebody in my class.
One of my coworkers.
His brother, his or her, I can't remember, came into class and did a drawing lesson for us for some reason.
Yeah.
And he taught us how to draw a Yu-Gi-Oh character.
Which one?
And I'm pretty sure it was Yugi.
Damn.
Because I do remember the spiky hair aspect of that.
Oh, that's so sick.
So that was kind of fun.
You didn't frame that?
Oh, I have no fucking idea. It's lost to the ether. It was probably sent to the Shadow Realm because it was so goddamn cursed.
Damn. That's fucking...
It was fun. I remember the day, and I was just like, why am I making these eyes so big? And why is this person's mouth so small? And then I heard the word for the first time in my life, anime? I think anime? So yeah.
I think that's French for Japanese animation.
Ooh, fancy. Yeah, very fancy. And that was the only time I had heard the word anime. And then I became a teenager. And then I was like, oh, okay. I kind of know what this stuff is. But Yu-Gi-Oh was always super fucking nerdy to me. Because I saw the people. I saw not the people, but there was a stigma around Yu-Gi-Oh players, right?
Yeah.
There were the Pokemon kids on the blacktop, and then there were the fucking nerds. who had the Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and they would like hide behind like the what are they called?
I don't know.
The mobiles.
Oh yeah.
You know, the like little portable classrooms or whatever. And they'd be like yeah.
And you just see the stink cloud coming off of them. And they all sound like Weevil Underwood. Just
fucking Weevil.
The blue-eyed white dragon.
You can't do that.
You need a tribute. You need a sacrifice.
Anyway, yeah, that bullshit.
Not in the anime. No. And then
for some reason, I respected the Pokemon kids, but I wanted to dunk every Yu-Gi-Oh.
Pokemon.
Yeah, I wanted to dunk every Yu-Gi-Oh kid in the toilet. And I was a fucking nerd too. Like, I can't talk. Like, I pretended to be a horse at recess most of the time. So
when you're lower on the rung than the girl
and the horse
pretending
girls?
to be a horse, you got a problem.
Hey, I was always the girl horse. There was a girl that I played with. Her name was Nicole. And she always wanted to be
Doxed.
the boy
Shout
horse.
it out. Yeah.
I mean, she's probably dead for all I know. I don't know. What? She's gone. She was a horse girl. She probably changed her name, cut her hair, and lives in Colorado or something. I don't know.
I'm going to be the boy horse. Now lay down.
That's exactly what she'd say.
Oh my God. No way. Just getting assaulted.
Occasionally. I think there was mating.
Your first dry hump experience?
Oh my God. On the playground, on the grass.
Meanwhile, the Yu-Gi-Oh kids are just over there like, ew, gross.
Yeah.
Anyways, I played a Celtic Guardian.
Oh my God. For some reason, they all sound like Joey Wheeler. Anyway, yeah, really, really negative first impression of Yu-Gi-Oh.
Well, hey, we're going to turn it around.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Because that was that. This is then. But let's go back to that for a second. It was around sixth grade year. It was around sixth grade year. I want to say around 2002, right? Because that's when I was in sixth grade.
Old man.
That I started playing Yu-Gi-Oh! All right?
Sure.
I remember sixth grade, it was around the time where they had like banned Pokemon cards at my school. But then I was like, I got these Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards. Can I bring these? And I want to say they ended up like banning them around like the last month that I was in sixth grade. But
yeah.
You know, I would like bring them to school. We'd show them off. We wouldn't duel at school or anything, but we'd duel like after. I looked it up in the anime, the cartoon, as we call them here in the States. It first aired in America in the year 2000. But honestly, like most things around that time, fourth grade. I mean, I remember Pokemon. I remember when that started, and that was fourth grade. I don't remember watching Yu-Gi-Oh! Right off the bat. You know, I was in Pokemon mode, as everyone else was.
I have a question.
Yeah. Don't put up the virtual hand. Yeah.
Did 9/11 occur in the Yu-Gi-Oh universe?
You know, that's a good question. I don't think Seto Kaiba would have let that stand. To be quite honest, I think if we would have had like blue eyes, white missiles, just like being able to
being able to is my bitch.
Yeah. I mean, honestly,
Seto Kaiba
within the Yu-Gi-Oh universe,
a 20-year war in one foul swoop.
Seto Kaiba would have flown into Osama bin Laden's underground bunker and fucking challenged him to a duel for the fate of the World Trade Center. And Kaiba would have stomped that ass 110%.
I like how it's only the Trade Center, not the Pentagon, nothing else. It was
no.
Like,
I mean, no.
Yeah.
You know what's happening.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Yeah. Oh, God. It's funny because in the back of my mind, I'm like, what's Osama bin Laden's deck, though? And it's like, we don't need to go there. But
no, I want to mentally.
You know,
I'm not going to share those thoughts here. But
exactly.
We can
you
talk
keep
about
those
it
in because we wouldn't want to.
I will get canceled. Yeah.
Hashtag canceled. But also Seto Kaiba, he wouldn't let that stand. Because in Yugi's world, it probably would have been like the Kaiba Center, and we know my man is handling his business. But
he's
I digress.
Brand name the guy.
Oh God, blue eyes everywhere. But I was into Pokemon. I want to say, for whatever reason, around sixth grade, my brother and I started watching. It was probably just Saturday mornings WB. And like, hey, here's this show called Yu-Gi-Oh! It looks cool. Let's check it out. And it was just like, boom, this looks sick as hell. There's actual cards. I want to play that game. We were able to convince our parents to buy us decks. I got the structure deck Yugi, of course. My brother got structure deck Kaiba. And we just went
so much sense.
Can
I just say that?
Yeah, it makes sense for us. 110%. And, you know,
Because
That was it.
you are like wholesome sweetness, and your brother
Okay,
is like,
cool.
no, I'm here to kick ass, and that's my
Yeah.
priority. Like, fuck
Blue
your
Eyes White
friendship.
Dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to like develop a bond with me? That's not a real thing.
No. Blue Eyes White
I
Dragon.
don't believe in magic, especially the magic of friendship. Fuck
Exactly.
off.
That shit sounds lame. Blue Eyes White Dragon. God, what's
Yep.
his attack? White Lightning? Yeah.
White Lightning, yeah.
Yeah, it's the first and really only TCG, which, by the way, that's a trading card game for all the non-nerds out there, all you cool people listening. But it's the only TCG that I've actually like played and enjoyed and had fun with. And as we will talk about here, it's a series that I loved, my brother loved, and a game that we both loved. But we'll see how we feel about it today. Before we get there, though, we gotta climb the ladder to get there.
I love how you did a physical gesture. And this is an audio medium.
Yeah. Well, they know. They heard the steps.
They heard your hand moving up it through air. I don't think they heard that.
Hey, let's get to know each other and get to know the king of games, Yu-Gi-Oh!
I feel like you held it in the weird spot. Isn't it more like Yu-Gi-Oh?
Probably.
Okay.
But also hit it.
Hit jingle. Getting to know each other.
It's time to do.
I summon Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Oh, the Blue Eyes!
I know that Joey doesn't have that card.
I played Pot of Greed. Hey, what's that do?
Oh my god. Red Eyes Black Dragon is not as fun to say as Blue
Red
Eyes
Eyes
White Dragon.
It's the Red Eyes Black Dragon. What do you mean? It's super fun to say.
That's my card, you.
Give it a try.
Red Eyes Black Dragon. Okay,
See,
that is
great.
pretty fun. That is actually fun now that I say it like Joey.
Absolutely. Joey Wheeler, we'll get to him.
Oh, I can't wait to
First, we got to
talk
talk about manga. Have you heard of it? It's kind of popular nowadays. It's one of those things where we were having a conversation the other day where, as you can tell in this podcast episode already, I was a fucking nerd-ass nerd. Hey.
I'm pulling my glasses down and looking at you over the brim.
You know, we're having a conversation about how in the past, you know, I did love nerdy things, but now it's just kind of all cool, all mainstream and all that. It's the plight of the millennial where the things that we got made fun of and bullied for and people thought we were stupid, like, and we had to hide it. You know, we had to hide how much we like these things. I legitimately remember so many times, like, hiding the fact that I, like, played Yu-Gi-Oh! Hiding the fact, like, oh, yeah, it's stupid. Meanwhile, I'm shuffling my deck. But, you know, manga was super, don't worry about it. Manga was super nerdy back then, you know?
Yeah,
and now it's just, like, the most mainstream of mainstream.
You can find manga in essentially any bookstore in America now.
And there's more manga than, like, current comics and all that stuff, but that's a whole nother conversation. Yu-Gi-Oh! Began as a manga way back, obviously before I even knew what it was about. It was only in Japan. And all I can say now about it, because I've done very minimal research and I've seen YouTube videos about it, was that the original manga was just Yugi as the pharaoh, sort of just playing various games, like legit just like poker.
Chess.
Dice. Yeah, chess, Yahtzee.
Well, that fucking
like,
makes sense because he's the king of games.
Right, and that's where that title comes from, is the king of games. And like he would like, and the pharaoh was so much more, quote unquote, I would say a little more evil, a little more dark, because he would like punish the losers by like
okay, now you're getting into
them.
you're getting into like naughty territory potentially.
I'll punish you.
Honestly, the pharaoh could. I'll take it any day.
Yeah, but he would like, you know, send them to the quote unquote shadow realm, or he would like put them in a room where it's like they're burning 24/7 just because they lost a game of like dice.
He sounds like Satan. Let's go down to Georgia.
It was weird.
Play a little fiddle.
It sounds weird, but during that, the creator, which I didn't look it up, should have, but didn't.
Perfect. You know, we're a highly skilled research facility over here.
Know, I mean, buddy,
the cat didn't do his job.
The cat is frantically typing away on his laptop. The problem is it's not charged.
And he doesn't have thumbs.
Is it a real laptop?
It's made out of cardboard.
Oh,
I'm going to make him a laptop.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna make him a
Oh yeah.
laptop now.
But hey,
Yeah.
in an episode or in an issue of the manga, he played a game, created it called Duel Monsters, and the people in charge saw that and said, "Hey, buddy, I know that you just write manga. You're a writer, but here's what I need you to do: create a functioning card game in real life." And he was like, "Oh, geez, dude." And then the creators or those in charge said, "Now we can sell this, and you know what we need that can further sell this to kids?
A long commercial,
Yeah,
otherwise known as a TV show.
no, you're right.
Yeah. I mean, that's what a lot of early media was
Oh, especially in
for kids.
there was a law
It's just commercials.
created that said that you like couldn't do that."
Mhm.
And here's another fun fact, because I know you probably thought this question, although you've never asked it of me.
Mhm.
If you watch the Yu-Gi-Oh anime and you play the actual card game, the backs of the cards don't look the same. Why? Because they said specifically you cannot have the cards look exactly the same because that's too much selling the cards to kids. So they had to create the cards to look slightly different. That's why the back is just like brown with like a black hole instead of the swirl. That's why the front of the cards is just like a big picture and then the attack and damage and like the color instead of like the way they look.
Mm-hmm.
And last fun fact, because in Japan, it looks normal. But the American laws said you have to change it because it can't look exactly the same.
Here's the thing, like, kids don't have money. So why is this a problem?
But their parents do, and kids can be very annoying.
Yeah, well, is being annoying against the law? Because it should be. But
Because first of all,
not.
cut it out. Second of all,
yeah.
God.
Oh, if I could say that to my students, you're breaking the law right now. I'm going to send you to jail for being annoying. Mm-hmm. I wish I could some days. I wish I could.
Boy. Anyways, we've got a TV show or a long commercial. And God, it's so good. The first season was fun as a kid, but that's before I knew how to play the game IRL, before I knew rules and all that.
Before you ruined it for yourself. Let's be honest. Yeah,
but I mean, that's what you get when you're selling the game to kids. They're eventually going to want to play the game, and games have rules. And as soon as you learn those rules, the like first season kind of
falls apart.
It becomes super annoying, and to me, I want to say it's borderline unwatchable. And this is coming from a man who loves Yu-Gi-Oh, but I like don't really enjoy watching the first season. It's got important things going on. It's entertaining. The characters are fun.
From a story standpoint, yes.
Oh, yeah, big things happen. But they're just like making shit up. Like they have like
well, he was probably still developing the game.
And he was. It was 100% like they just didn't know what they wanted to do. They didn't know what the rules were. But the funny thing is that the way they make it, it just kind of seems like Yugi or the Pharaoh, which we'll get to, just kind of makes shit up and cheats to win, because he'll be like in a sticky situation, and it's a very famous episode where his opponent has monsters, and there's a floating castle atop his monsters, and they're like all hiding in the dark, and then he plays Swords of Revealing Light, and then he attacks the castle.
You can't do that.
And the castle like gets destroyed and it falls, but the Swords of Revealing Light are holding the castle up. So then he says like, hey, when my Swords of Revealing Light run out, then the castle's going to fall and destroy all your monsters. And it falls and destroys his opponent's monsters, and then his opponent just like loses all his life points, and that's it. And it's like, that has nothing to do with it. There's also another famous one where he like attacks the moon, and that causes it causes like the water to recede, and then he can like shock the water with his lightning attack to like do extra damage. And it's just like, this, you're just making it up, Pharaoh. Why are you cheating? You can't cheat to win, and no one's calling you out on it. It's just
wow,
annoying.
You got really heated there. Do you want to take a sip of water? Are you okay?
Because Pegasus is in it.
You know, this is like 25 years old now, right? Like, it's approaching.
Pegasus is fun.
Okay, we're just ignoring my counseling questions. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. Okay.
Yugi boy.
Yugi boy. No, he says Kaiba boy.
He says both.
Oh, I didn't really get to see Pegasus.
No, I didn't. And here, I should just say it right now. When we were researching for this episode, we obviously watched all of the first series, And when I say all, there's a very heavy asterisk next to that because I did not make Kayla watch the first season.
Thank you.
Because as I said, I don't enjoy watching it either. And we skipped all the filler arcs, save for like the KC tournament arc at the end, because it's very short and fun. But Yu-Gi-Oh! Has a lot of filler, and they're like legit filler because they were not manga, they're not with the plot. They are
Well,
fun.
and one of those seasons only exists in America, right?
Yeah, the worst one. But
there you go. Like most things American.
got their asses.
Got us.
Got
we
them
got
again.
us good. Yeah.
But yeah, it's legit just like it's fun. I enjoyed it. The Waking the Dragons arc was too long for us to watch, but if we ever do go back and watch it, it's fun. But we just stuck to the canon series, and man, oh man, when it really pops off, and I think everyone agrees is the best season, is season 2, the Battle City tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, it was so one, the dual discs, the coolest shit ever.
That's sad that you never had one. Did you ever want one, or you just never asked for it?
I kind of wanted one. Here's the thing, when
you didn't want your cards to get bent if you actually put them inside.
Yeah, step 1, yes,
make a functioning dual disc, which would never really exist.
They eventually,
wait, what?
Well, functioning is doing a lot of work.
That's
here.
A loose term.
But what happened was the original dual discs, you could not use them if your cards were sleeved. And if you are not a 5-year-old child just ripping apart cards left and right, you want your cards sleeved, you want them protected. They eventually made a dual disc that worked with sleeved cards, but it's just like, it's a novelty. How are you going to really duel? It's hard. It's hard to see from far away. We don't have holograms.
What do you know? There was a guy that made it.
I know, that's new.
That's cool.
New. I know, it's fucking sick. But
honestly,
anyways,
a dream duel for you.
Battle City. Why don't you talk for a little bit and let us know? How'd you feel about just coming into the heat, to the peak Yu-Gi-Oh experience?
No, just no fucking context. I have no connection to any of these characters, and then Eddie's like, care about them, and I was like, okay, I'll try.
I love them. You love them too.
Oh, okay, if you say so.
That's Joey Wheeler. He's from the Bronx for some reason.
That's Joey fucking Wheeler. We're gonna say that a lot this episode.
Oh, my guy.
I'm not gonna lie. When we first started watching it, it was hard.
Oh boy.
Because since I didn't really have an understanding of the game.
Yeah.
And I know that like literally they tell you every fucking step that is they are going through multiple times.
It allows me to draw 2 cards.
Anyway, once I got into the swing of things, it was very enjoyable, but it was a rough start.
Wow.
Because I mean, the fun thing is, I would say my favorite part about the Battle City season is that we get to see Joey grow.
Oh.
And they they pull a Twilight, people. We get a montage at the end. It's delicious. You get the payoff. It's like the best thing that WWE does, which is pay off the long-term booking and making sure that every single fight that you get through means something.
Oh, yeah.
And it's great. And
would you
it was
say
really
that,
fun. Yeah, go ahead.
Because I was going to ask, I guess I can ask both.
Yeah.
What do you think, if you can remember, was the moment that you started caring? / would you say maybe Joey was the reason? Or because I know you really liked Yugi versus Strings when he had to fight Slifer the Sky Dragon and figure out that.
I love Slifer. Duel. He is my favorite Egyptian god. I think the one that sticks in my head the best is when he's battling is it Bakura? I don't know. It's when Joey is possessed and there's so much on the line. Taya's like about to get crushed by a fucking like crane or something. Yeah, I really like that because oh god, I don't know. It's just fun. It feels like they were like, how can we continue to increase the stakes?
Oh yeah.
How can we overbook the hell out of this duel
Mm-hmm.
and just give him no way of winning, really?
Yeah.
And the nice thing, and we'll talk about it more as we get into the anime and, you know, the nuance of the show as a whole, but that episode really relies heavily on Joey and Yugi's friendship.
Oh yeah.
And it gets in straight into the heart.
Yep.
And both of the cards and of the boys.
Nice.
So it's
there
really sweet. And I don't know, it's fun because you get to see the strategy behind, you know, the reasoning that Yugi takes with what he does in that duel. Yeah, that was my favorite episode, just because we got to see the payoff of a lot of what Joey had gone through. And, you know, it was just a feel-good episode. And I think that, I don't know, I'm just a sucker for sweet things.
Friendship.
What was your other question? Since I
That
lost
fine.
all momentum on
You
that.
kind of answered it there. You know, I was just saying, was Joey Wheeler the reason that like got you more invested?
1,000%. Yugi, to me, the trope, or, you know, the mechanic of Yugi and the Pharaoh sharing a body mind thing, I thought it was really cheesy and kind of hard for me to get invested in.
Wow, really?
However, I love the payoff in the final season. It
beautiful.
all ties together.
Oh my god, phenomenal.
Oh my god, delicious.
Yeah.
Much like a cannoli.
Well,
yeah, we'll get there.
We'll put a pause on that. We'll put that up there. And I just want to very quickly just pop in and say, part of why Battle City is so fun and so good is that we finally have them using like the IRL rules for the most part. They still do some weird things, and obviously
and you'll point them out every time.
It's like a meme within the fan community of Yu-Gi-Oh to like point out like that's not what that card does. That doesn't actually do that. That card's broken. That card's
said those words so many times.
That card's
as we
a trap,
watch the show.
not a spell in real life. You know, you can't do that. They're breaking the rules. But for the most part, really fun. Love it. We get a tournament. Everyone loves the tournament. Kaiba's the one who puts it on. And the stakes are not only in the tournament, but for the overall world stakes. In the tournament, when you win, you get your opponent's rarest card. That's how people can get the Egyptian god cards. Why do they need that? Because Merrick is essentially a super evil guy who wants to destroy the pharaoh, take over his spot, and like rule the world. So the stakes are high. The Egyptian god cards are out there. And I mean, part of the fun, the charm of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is the fact that they're playing a card game. But we're in a world where this card game is like the way that disputes are handled. And the way
it's called a duel for a reason.
Right. But like the way that they speak and the way that they act when they duel is just like so good. Because, you know, anime, it's the trope of like all the inner monologue of like, oh man, if I don't do this, like the fate of the world is at stake and I don't know if I can do it. And what do I do? And like you can hear, that's the fun part about the Pharaoh with Yugi is that like he can speak to himself, but he also has like a built-in bud that's just there to be like, you can do it. And it's almost like obviously they get to it later, but it's like his conscience, his self-esteem is there personified by the Pharaoh, by like another him that's more confident, that when he becomes, which is funny because it's called Yu-Gi-Oh! And he says Yu-Gi-Oh! When he transforms, but the Pharaoh's called the Pharaoh. He's not called Yu-Gi-Oh! But anyways, when he becomes the Pharaoh, he's like taller and more confident. They have it to where he's just like a different person versus Yugi, you know, just sort of wrestling with himself. He's wrestling with himself, but wrestling with someone else.
Yeah. I think that the reason that I struggled with it initially in the beginning is because I didn't understand the why behind the Pharaoh being or possessing Yugi.
The Millennium Puzzle.
Yeah, I didn't understand that. That was I never got to see that part of the show.
Know. That's what happens when you skip the first season.
There you go.
I understand. But yeah, it's just fun. Like Kaiba's got the hologram, so you get to see the monster summoned. And it's just hilarious because they react as if like the holograms can like hit them and stuff, but they obviously can't because they're holograms, even though
Yeah.
sometimes they can because of the shadow realm. And like
It's confusing.
just like this strategy, I just fucking love. That's what I fell in love with as a kid. I just loved like the stakes were so high, and like their opponent would say like, "Oh, monologue, and here's my plan, and here's my cards, and you'll never beat it." And everyone's like, "Oh God, what's Yuke's gonna do?" And then he's like, "Haha, not so fast."
Countered. You've been
and then
countered,
you've
bitch.
activated my trap card. It's a fuck
Classic.
yeah, dude. He knew it because it's about the reads. You know,
Mhm.
that's the most fun part about Yu-Gi-Oh! And just any strategy game is making that read
Mhm.
and setting the card. You leave it on the field for like 5 turns, and you forget about it, and then they're like, "Not so fast." Yes, Yugi, you did it, dog.
I cannot
so good.
relate, but I respect it.
I love it. But yeah, it was a great time. I think it's time also to get to Joey fucking Wheeler and talk about who the real king of games is within the series. Because I feel like when you're a kid, you know, you love Yugi. He's the protagonist. But becoming an adult is realizing that Joey Wheeler, he's the reason for the season. He's the king of games. He's the one who deserves all the glory. And he deserved to win that match against Merrick. And he did.
Absolutely.
And he did win. You know, I
mean, they say technically not. Some people do.
We'll talk about that here in a second, because to me, he's by far the best character in the show. He went from not even knowing how to play duel monsters in the first episode to becoming one of the best duelists in the world.
Not me. That's not me.
So you like Joey. What's up?
I love Joey. He's a good brother.
Serenity.
Oh, Serenity. He's funny without being mean.
Yeah.
He's confident without being cocky.
There you go.
He has a growth mindset.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, as long as he's having fun with his friends, he's happy.
Oh, it's so good.
It's great.
Yeah. Especially, you know, at the end of the series and at the end of the Battle City arc / at the end of the series, there's multiple times where he's just like, God, I'm having so much playing this, or I'm having so much fun playing this game. Or like he says to Kaiba, like, we're having a great duel here. Why don't you just have fun with it? Like, why does everything have to be so serious? Why you gotta be
so grumpy?
Yeah. He's fun.
And he's a little stupid. So I like that too.
He's a little himbo. Him and Tristan.
So Tristan is just pure himbo. At least Joey has some kind of skill.
He's got the strats. Yeah, he's by far the best. He, not only because of his voice, because for some reason in the American dub, they made him have that accent, which is just instantly recognizable. It's just, oh, Yugs. Oh, look at that. It's the Celtic Guardian. Oh, the Red-Eyed Black Dragon. Just all that stuff is just so good. But yeah, like you said, he's got probably the biggest heart. Because in Duelist Kingdom, he wanted to win the money so he could get his sister an operation so she could see again. And like he does that for his sister, and he's always thinking about his friends. And like one of the reasons he kind of loses in Battle City is because he's like always standing up for other people, and he like puts himself in harm, and his body just like takes too much damage, like mental damage and all that.
Yeah.
Which, speaking of which, let's get to it. Joey versus Merrick.
Oh my God.
Merrick had like taken out my Valentine, who's a spicy lady.
She's so cute.
And Joey, you know, I never really looked at it. We'll talk a little bit about the differences in the dubs here in a second, but I'm pretty sure in the Japanese dub, they're a little more like romantically involved. In this one, in the American dub, they made it more like he's just, they hint at it, but they're like really good friends. He wants the run back against Merrick because for what Merrick did to Mai. So he like, it's so cool because Yugi's like, don't do it. Everyone's like, don't do it. But Joey's like, nah, I'm going to challenge the big bad because I want to. It's so fucking cool because he's like not afraid. He's not scared. He wants this battle. In the Japanese dub, characters just die. Like you lose a duel, a shadow duel, and it
has to be a shadow duel. It's not just like every day people are like, you know what I feel like doing today? Die.
Yeah, if you're like evil as hell, you can summon like the shadows, the darkness, and the loser dies. obviously the big bad has this power. So he's just like killing people left and right.
Mm-hmm.
But in America, they couldn't have people die because apparently America can have kids die in classrooms, but can't have cartoon characters die on cartoons.
God
But
damn, dragon. Jesus. Accurate. Go
hey,
ahead. Pop off, King. Pop
yeah.
off. Drop your
So
mic.
America had to make up something called the Shadow Realm, which is very, very fucking fun. Because it's
I love saying
it's
those
like you
words
die,
together.
but you kind of just go into sort of like
A
a dark
limbo.
limbo evil place. So yeah, Merrick sent Mai to the Shadow Realm. Joey wants to run back. And during this duel, we get the infamous moment at the end where Merrick is doing all his plot armor. He has the most overpowered god card, the Winged Dragon of Ra, that can do
And he
anything.
he dumps all of his life, with the
Mhm.
exception of one life point,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
into this monster.
Yeah. Because he can just do anything and everything the plot demands not to lose. But
Mhm.
Joey's standing tall, he's strong, and part of their shadow duel is that when their monsters get damaged, they take physical damage themselves.
Mhm.
So it's like they're getting attacked, getting hurt, stabbed, this or that. Merrick puts Joey essentially in hell because he has the Winged Dragon of Ra like spit like a fire inferno,
In
fire
Phoenix
spin,
mode.
yeah, around Joey, and the art for some reason gets like a million times better, and we just see Joey fucking dying. And speaking of dying, in the Japanese dub, he actually dies.
Yeah.
Kinda. But
Ish. We'll get there.
it's just the frustrating part is because again the IRL
The
situation
technicalities.
is that Merrick does all this. He attacks Joey and essentially doesn't kill him, but he's counting on the damage to his body. It's the anime plot that he'll die, so he can't continue the duel. Merrick's counting on him dying, not winning the duel. So what happens? Joey, somehow standing after being put through hell, is still standing, and Merrick's like, oh God, like I'm gonna lose. This shouldn't be happening. And everyone's like, oh my God, Joey's still standing. And Joey, like, looking like a fucking badass, barely holding himself up, just like draws a card. He like lets the card fall onto the dual disc, summons Gearfried the Iron Knight. And before he can say, I attack, he, in the Japanese dub, dies. Or in the American dub, passes
collapses
out.
Yeah.
And for some reason, even though the game state very clearly, yeah, the official's like, but he didn't attack. What the fuck do you think he was gonna do? Summon Gearfried and pass his turn? It's just like, that's the annoying part, is because IRL, if you have the game state where it's obvious what someone would do to win, that's how it would happen, you know? And it's just annoying because Joey won that duel. All he had to do was say attack, apparently. And he would have beaten the big bad. And I think that they should have had the cojones to have Joey be the one to beat him, because that completes the story of like Joey proved that he is a real duelist.
Do you think they did that because they didn't want to take the shine away from Yugi?
Oh, I mean, it's 100%. It's like, why does Goku defeat everyone in Dragon Ball Z? You know?
I couldn't tell you because I've never seen that show.
Yeah, but you know, it's like every anime, every story, it's like the protagonist has to be the one to defeat the big bad, you know?
Yeah.
Which is annoying because they could have had, I don't know, Joey won. That's the big contention. That's the big thing within like the Yu-Gi-Oh community. And I definitely agree. And I mean, it's emotional. The way everyone acts, like in the American dub, they act as if he died. I want to say this because in the Japanese dub, I think it's so much better for a few reasons. When Joey summons Gearfried right before he dies, I think it's a beautiful touch in the Japanese dub that he, like, you can barely hear him, but he says, I won. And it's like, oh, Joey, you fucking did it, man.
You did. You did win.
But then he dies.
But he dies. Yeah.
And then the other thing is that Kaiba, you know, the jerk,
bastard.
that sexy man.
God damn him and his yummy arm straps on his flowing jacket.
His damn belts on his forearms.
He has belt on belt on belts.
He's just like a dick. He's like the world's best duelist, but he can't beat Yugi.
He doesn't have a heart.
Constantly just saying, it's very famous. He says Joey's a third-rate duelist, you know? So he's just like, just ass. He's always saying that Joey's ass. In the Japanese dub, which is kind of metal, he says like Joey Wheeler, like in your death, you have my respect as a duelist. And it's like, damn, dog. You know, when you win Kaiba's respect, when you're supposed to win the match, I can't believe they took it away from him.
Pretty damn devastating. Not to mention, his sister gained eyesight
just
to
to
like
watch him
see
die.
him die.
Yeah. Oh,
Fucked
yeah.
up.
She like finally makes it to the tower, and the first thing she sees is her brother's dead body on the floor.
You know what? I
Like-
kind of understand why they did that with the American audience. To be
Oh,
like,
yeah, you know.
he's just like sleeping, guys. He just
Uh-huh.
doesn't feel good. Yeah, because that's pretty fucking intense.
Yeah, but man, it is what it is.
Spoiler alert: Joey's actually okay.
Yeah,
I
spoiler
don't think
alert.
we'll-
Much
yeah,
like it's
yeah.
like an anime trope. It's a comic book trope. No one ever really stays dead.
Yeah.
So yeah, he comes back.
Especially Joey fucking Wheeler.
Oh,
you can't keep
absolutely.
me down.
Can't keep me
Not with the
down.
power of my friends in my corner.
Not with my friends.
And it's true because he's like in the shadow realm, and he's like in a happy version for some reason because he's like essentially in heaven.
Yeah,
Like he's just with his friends.
Like in a
Maya's
fucking,
good.
Like, what is it?
The
It's
trap
like
that Jasmine's in Aladdin.
Yeah, it's
She's
like a
just stuck in
Dante from
Oh my
Dante's
God.
Inferno like esque
Yeah.
punishment and like
Yeah.
the fucking eighth circle of hell. Meanwhile, Joey's just like having a fun day at school and dueling. It's like why this? I don't know, but
I don't know.
we could talk real quick about some other people. We mentioned Seto Kaiba. He's like the secondary.
That sexy man.
Yeah. How you feel about him?
I was initially extremely attracted to
You were
him.
a big fan of him.
And the longer the anime went on, the more I fucking hated his guts.
Why?
Because he doesn't really grow. He stays stubborn for like the entire goddamn show.
And that's a flaw in the American dub because in the Japanese dub, he grows much more.
Yeah.
You know,
I loved
he's
him in the
not as
final
stubborn.
season.
Oh, yeah, he's great.
And by him, I mean ancient Kaiba.
Yeah,
he's lovely because he's so devout. He's like I don't know. He's just so pure in his intentions.
He gives up like being able to be a ruler because he essentially is committed to his friends, like because of friendship. He knows this isn't mine, I need to earn it, or this isn't mine, I won't take it like this. And Kaiba sort of gets that a little bit. He learns that by the end, but I agree. The American dub does his
He's not as likable. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's a jerk.
Yeah, he's really mean.
That's part of why you like him. Or for
he's
me.
Like, God, he's just like dunking on these people as he's like
left and right,
killing them in a duel. It's like, oh, by the way, your shirt is stupid.
He calls them like dorks. Anytime Joey's in the room, he's catching a stray from
Poor
Seto.
Joey. Meanwhile, Joey's like, hey, Kaiba, just be nice and like have fun. And Kaiba's like, I'd rather see you rot in hell, Wheeler. And it's like, what the fuck? He's such a nice guy.
Seto has one big redeeming quality.
He loves his brother, and he has a locket of his brother that he wears every day, and it's so cute, and it makes you want to cry.
Little Mokuba.
Mokuba is a little angel, and honestly, I mean, it's a worn out trope.
Sure.
But like the genius little brother kind of thing.
Yeah,
where
he's a nice boy.
I mean, he's extremely capable and he's sweet. He is really if Mokuba did not exist, I would fucking hate Seto.
Damn.
I really would, because he wouldn't have any redeemable qualities. The only thing that makes him good, and it's also the thing that holds him back, is his past. Yeah. He was a good brother. Yeah. He was a loving person, and he let that all burn. Whereas opposed to, the main people, no matter what they go through, they still choose to see hope and light. Yeah.
Well, hey, he doesn't see the past.
No, he absolutely does. He
lives in the future.
No, he only lives in the past. He's like, my stepdad beat me. Nothing's
the Japanese.
good. Nothing is good. Everything's awful. People are horrible. All I have is this enterprise and my brother. Yeah. Everyone else can get fucked. He's kind of like Batman in that way.
Yeah, it's a brutal world out there.
But I mean,
he comes around.
He does.
They make Kaiba land,
a little bit.
All that stuff.
Yeah.
He understands at the end. But we've got Taya. We mentioned Taya. You're not a fan of Taya, I feel.
You dumb bitch. I look
First of
like
all,
her vaguely.
she's very, very spicy.
She, especially in the final season,
Especially
where
in
she's
final
rocking just
season.
exclusively crop tops, mini skirt, boots. Like, oh my
Sand
god.
bobs.
The one thing about her outfit I do not like, she's rocking a cross, and I'm like, girl,
I know, it's a
why?
little strange.
I feel like it should have been an onk.
Yeah.
That would make sense, but it's not a.
Maybe
it's
it was
not an
something
onk.
different in the original dub. I don't know.
That would be
Because,
something
they'd
I
be
would like to
editing
look into.
things.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I wanted to see fucking Dark Magician Girl's cleavage, but apparently I'm never allowed to see that ever.
That's too much for kids.
God, I want to see it.
The anatomy of a woman. But yeah, Taya is like, she's the girl of the group.
Yeah.
She seemingly loves the Pharaoh, especially by the end. She like, it's very much implied there. But we've got Joey, we've got Yugi / the Pharaoh, we've got Tristan. He's a guy who like doesn't duel. I'm pretty sure he like doesn't really duel in a canon like arc. He only does like in the filler arcs, except like right at the end. But anyways, Tristan's fun. He's there for his buds. He fights a lot of people like with his hands,
like a chainsaw man.
Yeah.
Just cute. I don't know why he has a rhino horn for hair, but yeah, okay.
Everyone has to have anime hair.
Yeah.
We've got Duke Devlin.
He's pretty cute.
He's like a dice guy, a
little gambling man.
Yeah, and then the only other guy who's like kind of around. Oh yeah, you're right. We got Grandpa. And then we've got a guy who's like kind of around, and he ends up being the big bad. He's like a long-term big bad. Is Bakura.
Bakura, yeah. Poor Bakura.
And
man,
Zork,
like,
the dark one.
More like
Dork,
the dark one.
Got his ass.
I fucking hate Zork.
Yeah.
That's my hot take. I don't know if it's that hot of a take, but I hate Zork. Yeah. That was the only part of the final season that I didn't like. Was that whole like, and we talked about it as we were watching, but the final season is just like, it's like, let's thicken this plot armor by 20 inches every episode. So we can't win in any circumstance. Right. Let's have everybody lose like 17 times before we let it pay off. And it's like, God damn it, can we just win already?
Right. Yeah. This brings us to the final duel. The final arc is the ceremonial duel.
It's
what
so
happens
beautiful.
Is the Pharaoh, we don't need to get too into it, but he's locked away in the puzzle, and the only way he can be free and go into the spirit world, essentially go back with like all his friends in ancient Egypt and be at peace, is he has to lose a duel. Because everything's about
for the king of games.
Yeah.
That's fucking
and it's sort of
hard.
Like they say it's like the humility to be okay with losing.
Yeah.
And you would think, as they say, like, well, wouldn't he just like, hey, take the dive or whatever? But he's like, no, I have to earn this loss. I have to try my hardest. And if I don't lose, then it's not my time. But if I do lose, then it's right. And everyone's like, well, who's going to duel the Pharaoh? Like, who's going to take him out? Kaiba wants to do it. Joey steps up and wants to do it. Kaiba
throws a little hissy fit when Pharaoh says no.
Yeah.
Like, well, fuck you. I don't want to play you anyway.
Right.
Just kidding. I want to see you lose.
But we all know it makes sense that the one who needs to beat him is the one who summoned him in the first place. We've got Yugi, little boy Yugi, versus the Pharaoh, a.k.a. Atem.
And
it is just such a beautiful duel because
it's really cute.
It's the whole thing of like,
it's just pure poetry.
Yeah. And a major theme in it is Yugi worthy of all this stuff, or is it just the Pharaoh? Did Yugi earn this, or is he just cheating, relying on someone else to do his dueling for him? So we get to see little Yugi grow into like the man that he is and be able to show not only his friends, not only himself and the Pharaoh, but like, show the viewers at home that Yugi is the king of games. Yeah. It's not the Pharaoh, that Yugi is the one. And it's a beautiful duel because
it's so sweet. It's because it's like, that's what I like about sports. Is like the sportsmanship, and they're so cordial and kind to each other the entire time. And Yugi's like, you're the one who taught me to like be confident and like believe in my deck and myself and trust in my friends. And and then Atem, he's like, well, you're the one that like taught me to be patient and kind and have faith in those around me and be able to ask for help when I need it.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh my God.
Oh,
They both learned so much.
right.
And they love each other so much. And Tim's gonna fucking die.
Yeah, he's gonna leave forever.
Oh, it's so sad.
It's
And
such
I
a
didn't
beautiful
cry
moment.
watching it, but it was like, I was emotional.
I had tears
like, I was
welling
like,
up. I got tears welling up right now just thinking about it.
He's
It's
so
so
sweet.
I think it's beautiful. And it's nice because in like the tail end of like the arc right before this, the whole like ancient Egyptian stuff.
The game within the game.
Yeah, we learn that in order to like complete the puzzle and do all that Yugi had to like ask for something, essentially ask for a wish. And his wish and his wish was that he would get friends. And it's like, oh my God, you sweet little boy. And he's just like, I can't give it back because I can't give away my friends, I just can't do it. But he just like wished the pharaoh, wished the puzzle would like bring him real friends. And it's like, oh my God, so pure. He's so pure.
And then I'm about to come in and make this comment. Kind of like anybody who plays Yu-Gi-Oh! All they actually want is friends.
Oh my God. Jesus.
You were about to cry. I had to stop it.
With tears in my eyes.
I had to stop it, okay?
But it's beautiful. Like you said, their respect is fantastic. And like the whole time, all of their friends, and also Kaiba and Mokuba are there. But he, like the Pharaoh and Yugi considers Kaiba their friend. Yeah. Because he is, even though he's like the friend who's like, God, I hate you guys, but I'll hang out. But
he's the rival.
Everyone's
much
just
like in Pokemon.
Right. Yeah. But everyone's just, what's gonna happen? Who's gonna win? Can Yugi
Taya's
do it?
like, her pussy is crying because she's like, I never got that Pharaoh dick.
Never got it in me. She's just let me just put it in my mouth real quick one time.
Just quick, Pharaoh.
During the duel, it's fine. It's like, this is not the place. But, everyone knows that if Yugi wins, the Pharaoh's going to leave. But it's pretty fucking sick. Because Kaiba's like...
Sorry, I just remembered how he leaves. Anyway, go ahead.
Who, Kaiba? Oh, yeah.
No, but, Pharaoh.
The Pharaoh obviously summons all 3 Egyptian gods really early on. And everyone's like, how the hell is Yugi going to duel his way out of this one? And Kaiba's like, I was right. Yugi sucks ass. This boy's ass. I'm going to get the fuck out of here because y'all suck. And then Yugi just like... sort of offhandedly, it's like, hey, Kaiba, if you leave, you're not going to see me win this duel. And it's like, oh, Yugi.
Damn, Yugi. Where'd this Riz come from?
Yeah, where's this confidence?
My goodness.
It's like insurmountable odds, but he's like, I'm going to win, and you're going to miss it if you leave. So Kaiba's like, damn, all right, I'll stay. And then after, because once again, it's a respect moment, after Yugi takes out the Egyptian gods, everyone sort of like looks at Kaiba for like a snarky remark or something, and Kaiba's like in awe, and he's like,
it's like, damn, he did it.
And Mokuba like asks him like, hey, what do you think of this? And Kaiba's like, I see now that Yugi is the true king of games. And again, you're just like, fuck yes, dude, you won the respect. Like, he knows. It's so good. And obviously at the end, I think it's a beautiful scene. It's all beautiful. I mean, I'm just gonna sing his praises. We're doing an episode on it. But like Yugi reads the Pharaoh, knows the exact move he's gonna make, and he knows he's won the duel, but he like can't bring himself to win it because he's like crying.
Because he's gonna lose his friend. It's his person that, I mean, it seems to be at least a year or two, right? That they've been together.
Yeah, it's been
a while.
Yeah, it's been a while, yeah.
But he's saying goodbye.
And
it's
the Pharaoh's sad. Like, it's okay because you're helping me. Like, I need to be at peace and all that. And yeah, so he obviously wins the duel. The Pharaoh has to leave. And it's like bittersweet. And he like goes to leave. And then the other friends are like, hey, what are you leaving without saying goodbye?
He's like, what the hell? What the hell, Pharaoh? Like,
right.
Everyone's
crying.
Joey is just bawling.
It's
just the tears going down his face.
Right.
Tristan's all bleary-eyed.
He's rubbing his eyes.
Yeah.
God damn it. And Joey says, I'm just going to paraphrase it, but he essentially says, like, great friends will never be gone. Like, truly. And it's just like, come on, Joey. You're such a sweet guy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he is a good person.
Main character energy is strong with Joey in that moment.
And everyone just essentially says, even though you're gone, you're always going to be with us.
Mm-hmm.
And the Pharaoh, Atem, speaks his name, and he hits them with the biggest fucking thumbs up.
And walks into the sunset.
As he, ascends
into the heavens. The spirit world.
Yeah.
And he's reunited with all of his friends.
Beautiful.
The fact that he went with a thumbs up, that's a lot. I think that is stupid as hell.
Really?
But it is very iconic.
Oh.
It's like, yeah.
I think it's great. It's just like the final way to speak like everything's all right.
Yeah, that's true, I guess. We don't really have a hand gesture for that in America.
Yeah.
Other than okay. But thumbs up, I guess, is pretty good.
Right.
Very funny though. I was like, why is he doing a thumbs up?
Uh-huh. Because everything's all right. It's good.
Yeah. Are you done crying now?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, good. Because we need to talk about, you might cry for another reason right now, which is
no, I don't think so.
No. We got to get into the heart of the cards, which is apparently the literal cards that you use to actually battle with.
Oh, absolutely. Because guess what? After watching the anime for a little bit, like I said, I had to play the game for myself.
Oh my God.
It's time to fucking duel. And I played this game IRL as a kid, as an adult. Let's talk about the kid first. It was amazing. Super fun. Like I said, my brother and I both got structured decks ready to go out the box. It was just fun figuring out how to play it, strategies, eventually buying booster packs, which, goes to like the whole, will I get something nice? Will I not? Begging your parents to buy you them when you didn't have money for it. And just like the joy of like, oh, yes, I did it. Eventually being able to, like, I remember sitting down in my room, literally like the anime, putting the cards out in front of me and like building my deck and customizing it and like, oh, this card will work with this one. It's just like, you feel smart. It makes you feel like when you finally make your deck
capable
and it's like your own ideas and you win a duel. And like it empowers you. It makes you feel like, wow, I did this. I did this. I can win. I can strategize. I can predict my opponent's moves. It's great. But with those highs come some lows because
you are a nerd.
Well, for one, you're a nerd-ass nerd. For two, somehow people find out about this stuff. Like I had a pretty good deck. Somehow, some way, I had some like good rares. Good stuff, good strategies.
No,
and I remember, there's just one fucking day. I don't even know how they figured it out. And also, it'd be your own people because they were Mexicans also, brown as I am. They like come knocking on my door. I'm like,
you have to out them in their race.
Mi gente would not do this to me.
Tu gente did that to you.
Oh, they did. Hey, it'd be your own people.
I really do.
They like knocked on my door. I was like home alone. I don't know. I just like went to the door and they were like, hey man, we heard you had like a good Yu-Gi-Oh deck. Can we see it? For some reason, and I remember I thought like, should I let them see it? Like, I don't know, this is weird, whatever.
Did you kind of know who these people were?
I had little to no idea who they were. I had like no idea how they found out or who the
older?
Fuck. I want to say they were maybe like 1 year older. I don't know, but they like went to school with me. But yeah, I don't even fucking know. It's almost like a dream.
Maybe it was.
Maybe, but it's such a vivid memory in my mind. But anyways.
Yeah.
They, like the guy just fucking like grabbed my deck and like was looking through it and like, oh, this is pretty good card, this and that. And like I was just sitting there watching him look at my cards. And then he was like, okay.
Sleeved?
Oh, yeah. And I was like, okay, here's your deck back. Cool, man. And I was like, all right, see ya. And I immediately like looked at my cards and checked, and he like stole my Mirror Force card, which was like a really good card, holographic. Like it was really good back then. And I was like, God, I'm so fucking dumb. Like, why did I do this? Why did I? And also, how did he do it right in front of me?
Because just like Yugi, you wanted friends. I
also wanted people to know that I was good. But
yeah,
I don't know how the fuck that happened. Another thing, cliche, was that I had, at one point in my life, had a duel, like the Battle City tournament, for a rare card for a rare card, and I lost the hell out of that duel.
Oh no,
The funny,
really?
oh yeah, the funny part about it was like an older kid, like a teenage kid. He, for some reason, again, like I was hanging out with like some friends, and I remember the yard exactly. Like I could take you to the house, I could take you to the yard that had like
This
the
is where
gates.
I
Yeah,
lost.
this is where I lost in front of my brother, in front of my friends. This
God,
fucking
that
card.
hurts.
I can't remember which card it was. It might have been like Jinzo or something, to be honest. But
Oh, damn, he's strong.
yeah, but no, it was before Jinzo came out. It was something else. Anyways, I remember vividly again, this kid said, like, hey, let's have a battle for his cards. But I only have like 10 minutes or whatever. And I remember like being a kid and being stupid. He immediately knew what I was doing, but like I started slow playing because I was like, God, I'm fucking losing. I'm gonna lose. But like he said, he's only got 10 minutes, so maybe if I just take too long, he'll just leave. It did not work out. He wasn't having it. He won my card. It sucked ass. But the somewhat good thing about it is that this teenage punk also introduced us to like actual tournaments. He was like, here, let me show you like this building, and like this is where they actually do Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments, and you can like win packs and prizes and stuff. He also kind of like in the same week like started slightly bullying me and like was being a dick to me for some reason. I don't know, just like saying mean things and like saying
he's
that,
like, I will be this little boy's Kaiba.
uh-huh.
And we will rise together, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's my
weird,
positive spin
because
on
he like helped us. And I want to say like later we went to high school with him and like I knew who he was. But anyways, he like
maybe he too was also just seeking friends.
Yeah. But he like talked to my father and like showed him like, hey, this is like what your sons are doing that's like bad. Like they have too many cards in their deck. They need to like have 40 cards and like
what the hell?
His strategy. Yeah, he like legitimately like told us, and my father was there because he like drove us to the card shop. But he like explained a higher tier, like good strategy for Yu-Gi-Oh to us. And then like was like mean to me later in the week. But then like that was kind of it. And then that's how like we got introduced to tournaments.
Do you know for sure this person was real?
I mean, yeah.
He sounds ghostly. He sounds like a
he kind of looked like me, but like ancient Egyptian. It was strange. Nah, he was a white kid. So it's definitely
there you go. There it is. Yep.
But yeah, obviously introduced me to tournaments. I never won one of those tournaments. I got second. Obviously, you win packs. I remember I got Jinzo out of a pack that I won. Spicy. Nice. Got Ring of Destruction out of a pack that I won. Spicy. My brother won a tournament there. I was very jealous and upset, and I should have supported him better. But, you know.
You were a child.
You're a kid. Yeah. I was just upset that I never won one, but he did. He had a good deck. He, like, swarmed people, you know? It was like a, I think they call it, like, a token deck, kind of, you know? Where they just swarm. But, yeah, did that. Played for a little bit. Played in Yu-Gi-Oh! There was, like, one specific... Wow, played in Yu-Gi-Oh! Played Yu-Gi-Oh! In middle school. There was one specific hall where like Yu-Gi-Oh! Players would go.
The
at,
height
like,
of virginity.
Oh yeah, I did it. And like this was when like I had like that brace on my leg.
Oh god.
So I just looked like an absolute fucking loser. And I never did it again. I played like one person, and then in my mind I was like, I think I shouldn't be doing this. Like this is too lame.
Nerdy.
This is too nerdy. This is too loserish. And then I stopped playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Got rid of my cards because that's what I do, and I always regret it.
You're such a dumbass. You always do that.
Then I got back into it when I was like 23. Super into it. Like went to locals.
Really? Oh
yeah.
God.
Went to locals. That eventually transferred into us just like doing locals out of like this dude's house. Because like the place we went wasn't good. Like they were like sort of screwing us over. So we like grassroots did it ourselves. It was pretty fucking fun. From that, you know, they were like, hey, regionals are coming up. Do you want to go? And I said, yeah, of course. Went to like my first regional tournament at like 23, 24.
What? Okay, pause.
Yeah.
What was the smell in that room?
It wasn't that bad. You know, it was a big room. There was obviously some people that were stanky. It is what it is.
Yeah.
And just some absolute fucking losers. You know the type. It's like taken too serious. And you're like, come on, man. Be normal. Be normal. You don't have to like be a stereotype. But I guess if they're happy and they're, secure with themselves.
No, I don't want them to be happy. They're gross.
Yeah. But did the regional. The funny part that I always bring up, for one, I have to say, when I got back into it, Dark World deck was what got me in. And then I played a Fire Fist deck at regionals. Probably is just super fun. But at regionals, the top 25 placements would get an invitation to nationals,
Mm-hmm.
which is kind of like, kind of fun, right? And I
Yeah.
remember I got 26th place.
You're a third-rate duelist with a fourth-rate deck.
So I just barely missed it. Yet another thing in my life where just barely wasn't good enough to get that invitation. And
Honey, we'll take you to therapy after this
that's
episode's
fine.
over. It's
But
okay.
shortly after that, like I mentioned at the beginning, the game just got too expensive.
Yeah.
And
broken.
Yeah, it was essentially kind of like, again, it's probably just the salt, of course, into my veins a little bit. But it just felt like the game was just like, if you had the money, you'd get the best deck and then you'd win.
Yeah.
It was kind of like where the best deck, not a lot could compete against it.
Yeah.
And all the cards were super expensive. And I was just like, I'm not going to spend the money for this. I'm just not going to. Yeah, I can play my Rogue deck. I can play my Fire Fist or my Fire Kings or whatever. But I'm not going to win anything. I wasn't really having fun with it anymore. And I was just like, I think I'm done. And obviously I was an adult. I had cards. So this time I sold them. So I made a little bit of money back. And that was it until very recently.
So a week ago, where you
Tell 'em
dumped
what's
more
happening.
money with me. So I agreed to learn
Don't
how to
sound
play.
so reluctant.
No, it's fine. I just don't like one of my decks very much. But it's probably just because I don't understand it. Once
you're
I
still
put in the
learning.
effort to learn, Eddie got us. Well, we I don't remember. We've both been just dumping money into this.
Uh-huh.
We got structure decks. We also are learning how to speed duel. So that's been fun. That's
Yeah.
actually, I think, been a really good way for me to kind of learn how to play. I'm still not very good at all, but I'm learning. So it's pretty fun and it goes pretty fast. So it's not too big of a loss.
Yeah.
I think that's the hardest part about actually playing is learning your deck.
Oh, yeah.
Because I feel like once you know your deck, then you're golden.
Yeah.
But
then you'll be able to know what you can do against other decks and know the matchups. And that's when you get into the, strategy and all that.
I'm not to that point
stuff.
yet. I don't have a mat.
Right. And that's the hard part, again, that I alluded to and why I stopped playing is that the game now is just at a state where it's just like, for me, too fast and too like, we call them OTKs, FTKs, one turn kill or first turn kills. That's essentially what the game is. It's like nowadays you can combo and summon like 10, 12 monsters in one turn and like overwhelm your opponent and win on the first turn if you get like the combo. Back in the day when I played, the best thing you could do was tribute summon Skull, and then you like no one could beat you. It was just like one monster a turn versus like now it's like it's just too fast. And that's kind of always been things that I don't enjoy when like it's like autoplay and all that.
Yeah.
That kind of gets rid of the fun, the strategy of like, I don't know. Anyway, that's a whole other thing. That's a whole nother thing. But it's just fun.
It's fun.
I like how we're doing it, just taking it slow. I don't want to get too super into it in the sense of like I don't need to at the very least, if I ever do go to like some tournament locally, I'll just play like some rogue deck that I think is fun and do what I can with it, and that'll be it. I don't need to play meta. I don't need to be high tier, S tier deck or whatever. I just want to enjoy it because it is fun.
Yeah, and you're nice about it. Not that you're a mean person. But that's always the thing that makes me shy away from learning new things, especially with a fandom as strong as Yu-Gi-Oh, is the people sometimes can just be too much.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a huge turnoff because you're like, well, I'm just here to learn. And they're like, no, I'm here to embarrass you.
You fucking idiot. You don't know what that does?
Like, who's really embarrassed? Is it me who like doesn't truly give a shit? Or is it you who like literally all you eat, sleep, and breathe is this bullshit? Like, let's take a breath, people.
Yeah.
Anyway, it is fun. I like that it is stretching my brain in a way that hasn't been stretched in a long time,
Uh-huh.
which is strategy, which is something I've never been great at. I'm just like, hey, I'll get lucky. I don't know. I just want to have fun, kind of like Joey.
Yeah.
So as long as
Yeah.
I'm having fun, that's all I care about.
It is fun. Well, let's get to the DTR. We kind of already started it, but let's make it official and define the relationship.
No.
After you.
Yeah. I am not show dependent on Yu-Gi-Oh! It has been very fun and very eye-opening. I understand so much more about Eddie as a person now that I've gotten to kind of get to know Yu-Gi-Oh! A bit more. I love tactile things. I like collecting things. I always have. So any excuse to like have my little precious, my little dragon horde. I already have a deck box. I've got sleeves that match. It's like a whole thing.
Oh, all the accessories and stuff is just
Any
fun to
excuse. I love objects, and I know that, that's probably not a very healthy thing, but
it's a
I
good
just
thing we're
like
not
stuff.
rich.
It's a good thing we're not rich.
Or maybe a bad thing, because then we could have so much more.
Ooh, I would be a true dragon queen. All the hoarding. No, but it's been fun. I look forward to learning a bit more. I think I just need to do a little bit more research and be more patient of the process. But no, I am not show dependent. However, I did really I ended up really liking the show. So that paid off. I was really nervous that I would invest, essentially probably close to 40 hours of my life.
It was a lot.
Watching this show and be like,
oh,
that was horrible. But luckily it wasn't like that. It was, for the most part, pretty darn enjoyable. So thank you, Eddie, but I'm not show dependent. So, hey.
Well, definitely for one.
You
right
can't win them all.
Thank you for being willing to do these things.
Yeah.
It is nice to have a partner who will indulge your I don't know, your niche things,
your virginity,
and be willing to do these things, because it is, that's the thing. I want to say show dependent, but off and on show dependency, because obviously I've taken breaks.
You've got mixed feelings about
Loved it as a kid, loved playing it. I loved making my deck. I loved sitting down and spending hours and figuring out the card combos and figuring all that out. I loved the show, and then I stopped. Teenage, things changed, and then I became an adult and went back to it and fell in love again. I loved playing the game. I loved going to locals. I looked forward to it so much. I loved winning. Sometimes I loved losing because I was legitimately having fun, like figuring stuff out. And it felt like I had a little community, it felt like I belonged to something. But then again, it's just kind of petered out. The game changed. Now where I am now, I'm definitely show dependent on the show. It brought on emotions in me that I didn't even think that it would. But I legitimately was tearing up watching Yugi and Atem duel and say goodbye. I fucking cried during this episode talking about the friendship that they have. And it's that's the thing, is the like we said in another episode, it's it gets to the core of why we have relationships and all that. It's so many things that we love are about friendship, are about family and all that stuff. And that's what Yu-Gi-Oh! The show represents, and it's what it's brought me in my life. It's brought me friendship. It's brought me closer together with my family. Me and my brother were so close playing the game and having fun. That's how you are with your siblings when you're kids, right? So I always have those fond memories of hell yeah, me and him, we're dueling and we're having fun and this and that. And now as an adult, getting back into it, but wanting to just dip my feet in, wanting to just have fun with it. Obviously, last time I played, I wanted to win. I wanted to have a good deck. And I feel like that sort of tarnished the feeling for me a little bit. Because when it was that feeling of well, if I can't win, why am I even doing this? And that's kind of what made me stop. And now, as I said, the game has evolved to a point where a lot of old fans don't like it. We'll see what happens. But at the end of the day, on and off show dependency, like I said, Love the series. I want to watch the other ones. I legitimately have enjoyed all the Yu-Gi-Oh series that I've watched because there's Yu-Gi-Oh GX, Yu-Gi-Oh 5Ds, Yu-Gi-Oh Zexal. There's other new ones that I haven't seen, but I've enjoyed all of them. They're fun. I like watching it. I like seeing the decks and all that. So I'm just excited that we get to share it now. I'm excited that we get to play, a few times a week and just learn it together. And yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh's been good to me, and I hope to play it more in the future.
Huzzah.
Huzzah. And with that, as I wipe my tears and say a tearful goodbye to the Pharaoh.
Goodbye, Tim.
We also must bid thee a tearful farewell for now and say thank you so much for listening. And thank you for indulging in my niche show dependency yet again.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome.
If you liked what you heard, any little bit of it, please consider following, downloading, and spreading the word. Telling your Joeys, your Tayas, your Tristans, yes, even your Seto Kaibas, that they can find the Show-Dependent podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google, wherever you listen to podcasts, we should be there. You want to follow the podcast page, we're on Twitter, we're on Instagram, we're on TikTok. We're still need to commit to that fully, but we are there at Show-Dependent Pod. That is SHO Dependent Pod. You want to follow myself, it's Victor V. Sweet on Twitter, on Twitch. Resident Evil 4 remake came out. I love that game. Man, oh man, it is paying off so much. It's such a good game. So come watch me play that and see me gush about another thing that I love. Kayla, where can you be found other than under a pile of Yu-Gi-Oh cards that I forced you to buy?
Hoarding, making a snow angel. You can find me looking up sexy girl mats to play Yu-Gi-Oh on the internet. Not too sexy though, because that's embarrassing. But you can also find me on Twitter at DJ Vivitch.
I know we've done a few episodes that have definitely been a little more tailored to Eddie's taste.
It's all about Eddie all the time.
So it's about time we did one for Kayla. I know all of y'all, once again, another episode was like, oh, fucking Eddie goes on and on and on. Where's Kayla? I want to hear more about Kayla.
More from the woman.
Shut up, man.
Oh, disgusting.
Well, what are we doing next time?
Well, I'll tell you quickly what's the story, who saw what and why and where. We're going to talk about Les Mis, which is a book written by Victor Hugo that was turned into a musical that takes place in France, but there's only English accents. It's a good time. It was my senior musical in high school, and I'm also going to talk about what a big virgin I was. So this is going to be so much fun. Which is ironic because I was actually a whore in that show. But we're going to talk about it, and I'm really excited. We may have a guest, we may not. We'll keep it's a mystery.
We'll see. You'll find out.
See what happens.
We'll find out, then you'll find out.
Then we will do that.
Les Miserables.
Les Miserables, or Les Mis for short. And we love it. So be prepared to get musical or not. Maybe you'll just go in blind and be like, hey, this is a lot to handle. And I'll say, please stick around because this story's pretty fun.
It is.
Next time.
And the music bangs real hard. And I bet it's a trap card. But wait, Yugi knows me, and he knows I would think that. So maybe it's not a trap. Maybe it's a monster card. But what if he knows that I would think that? So is it really a trap? But what if he knows that I know that he knows? Forget it. I'm just going to attack.
Perfect.
Just do it.
Whatever you got there, Joey. Take action, sir.